this is Jeanette Kane from Jewelry Arts Inc. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to arrange a whole bunch of bezels for a complicated pendant. Are we ready to start? Yes, we'll start. Okay. So what we're going to talk about today is sort of the fuckery of math, which freaks a lot of people out when you're doing a complicated layout. So we have this, I'll start by showing all these gorgeous and sexy stones there, right? So we've made beautiful bezels. Now we're going to do a bunch of granulation. Now something that I really like to do when I granulate a lot of times is I make a fine wire that fits around the bezel, because that way I can fuse my little wires down. I can granulate with impunity and not worry about my bezels getting in the way, because those of you who've granulated before, you know that like you're trying to sweep it across and the bezels get in the way, and if you get too carried away, maybe you melt the top of the bezel a little bit. It's just kind of like, so for me, I think it's really worthwhile to do that extra step of the wires, because then the granulation just like, it's beautiful and easy. And then when you're done, you just pop your bezels in. They're still pristine. Everybody's happy. You know what I mean? You're like, it's all very good. So that's how I like to do it. But we've got like a shitload, right? And we're trying to do, you know, relatively speaking, this design right here, which this is probably not 1,000,000% accurate size-wise, but it's like, that's what we're trying to do. And particularly with ovals, like how do you get those little fucks, like, you know what I mean, to align? So here's like all my important tips for that. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna lay it all out with a Sharpie, not your Scriber. You will make mistakes. You will make a line. You'll be super pissed. It will be in a spot that will not be covered. Rage will ensue. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So normally what I do first is I lay it all out with Sharpie. When there are inevitable mistakes, I can just take a little alcohol, you know what I mean, and a little alcohol wipe and wipe it off, or rub it with my finger and restart. Once I'm like, yes, that works, everything fits, I actually did the math correctly, blah, 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 then you can go over with your Scriber if you want. The thing about scribing lines, you can only do that on sheet that is gonna eventually be covered. You know, so you can't do like a bezel in the middle and some things, and there's going to be sheet showing and then a wire and like scribed lines, because then they're going to show. So you just have to keep that in mind, that you can only put them in a place where they're eventually going to be covered with granules. Like all those really complex granulated things that I do with the petals and the blah, 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 that's what's underneath it. I have lines that are drawn, because otherwise I would never get anything even remotely like put together. Okay? So what we're talking about is it's 10 stones, right? There's like an extra or two here. And it's a relatively circular design. So I'm like, okay, the math of this isn't all that hard, because a circle is 360 degrees. If we've got 10 bezels, 36 degrees each. But like, then you might say, well, how the fuck do I lay out 36 degrees each, right? So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna use a little template, right? Like this, and give myself like, okay, this is vaguely, you know, a circle that they'll all fit within. Now there was an attempt here previously, and there is like a crosshair drawn in, so I am going to go with that. But normally I would not have used this, I would not have committed to my Scriber yet. I would do all this, and then once I was happy with it. I can take this cute little circle here, right? And I'm lining up this little guy and this little guy with what I already have drawn here. If I didn't have that drawn there, I would just take my little ruler. You always want to start with your crosshairs, with the two lines crossing each other. If you don't have a center, you don't have shit. You know what I'm saying? You always have to have something against, you know, to work. Right, so I'm gonna go like this, like this. And guess what? Even with all these aids, things may not be absolutely perfectly centered. That's not really the point. It's not, we're not making like a machine. We're making a beautiful handmade piece of jewelry. So it's much more important just that it looks good. So that's what we call the visual center, which is just, you know, our way of saying, does it look right? Does it look like it's in the middle? Yay. Okay. So then I can take a ruler, which I'm gonna stand up because I'm too fucking short to see over the top of this. Now with most projects, honestly, that's all you're ever gonna have to do. That's plenty to lay out things and make sure they're straight, you know? This is a little more complicated, but we also have to decide then, like, do I want a stone at the very top and at the very bottom, or Is it gonna be like this kind of a thing? Do you know what I'm saying? Like this? So what I would do first, before we get into actually using like our beautiful angle ruler and all that kind of shit, is I would take these and I would position them around here and look at it. Because guess what? Sometimes also you decide like the top and the bottom, I want the stones a little closer and I want a little more space on the side. Like there's just so much that you don't know until you fucking look at it. You know, so I'm always telling people, like, you can visualize all you want and that's great. When you see it, you know. So before we go any further, that's what I would say. I'm gonna sit down, we're gonna take these and line them up and see. Does it look good if they're evenly spaced? Does it look better if some of them are tighter and some of them, you know what I mean? And like, that's what we're gonna do first. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna see what Lori thinks. And then we're gonna proceed to finish laying it out. So that's the whole thing. Start with Sharpie because you can always change it really easily. Only when you're 1,000,000,000% sure, then do we start actually putting scribe marks in. Okay? We'll be back. So take a look at what Lori has done. She laid out her cute little bezels and wires. And like a lot of things about layout, once you actually start to physically do it, it's actually not that complicated. It's the thinking really that messes you up. You know what I'm saying? Because once she laid them all out, she was like, oh, well, okay, this will go straight here, this will go straight here. And then top and bottom, they're just on either side of that line. So all we're gonna do is, I'm gonna scribe this circle just to kind of, you know, as a guide, and we're gonna go over those center lines so you can see them, and then that's it. So, to me, actually, this video is a perfect metaphor for like, when you're thinking through something, usually you think it's gonna be way more complicated, and then you're just like, oh, here it is. So, perfect example. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna these out of the way.
Wait. I want to get a close up. Look.
Well, we now have a great picture of the top of your head. Perfect.
All right,
love it.
At least not my face.
You were in the way.
Okay.
Oh wow.
You guys.
Very dramatic.
So dramatic. Okay, then I have to stand up because like I said, I'm kind of short and I can't see over it. And I'm lining it up with the circle as well as possible. We were just talking off camera about how like, you know, nothing is truly calibrated in the world, no matter like, you know, so whether it says it's the same measurement or not, there's always a little giggles. Now I have a really nice sharp scriber right here. And I'm going to lovingly go around the edge. Like so. Okay. Ta-da! Now we have and if it catches the light just right, you know what I mean. You'll see the line right there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take now an alcohol wipe. We're gonna get rid of all the Sharpie mark. I'm gonna go over the crosshairs mark with my scriber, and then there you go. Okay. Now I'm going to wipe off the Sharpie mark.
Yeah, like let's say this curve takes a, what is that?
And you see how you can see your little circle, and you can see, I can go over those lines a little bit if I feel like they're too hard to see, but basically there they are, and we'll start to lay out all your wires. So one thing we were just talking about off camera is that when you're using a scriber to scribe a line, you have to kind of take it and tilt it against the edge like this. If you're holding it like a pen like this, it's possible that you'll kind of slide around a little bit and not get an accurate mark. And so what I was saying was you just slide it around and slide it around. You see what I'm saying? And then remain calm, you know what I'm saying? And shift your hand a little bit. You see what I mean? Lean up against, just like that. Most people try to like put it in here and like, you know what I'm saying? And like, guess what? You will slip around. So just remember, like, it's not a race, right against the edge. Okay?